Okay, fire signs. This reading is for the first week of October. Let's go ahead and use the spray and tune into the energy. Okay, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, first week of October. What do we have? We've got Master and, possibilities. Crown chakra focus. Seeing from a higher perspective. What else? Oh, and then we got traveling and understanding. Now, looking at this card, it's almost like having that perspective of the eagle in the last one, and the perspectives would be really beneficial because then we could see around this stuff. But even then, it would still be foggy because it's almost too high of a perspective. And then understanding. But with this card, it mentions being more in the moment and not being in a hurry to get to the finish line, because then when you get to the end, you don't really have any memories of enjoying your time when you were. And this is feeling like you've been stuck in something and then realizing that the gate was never locked. You just had to turn around. So maybe slowing down and getting in touch with yourself will help give you the focus that you need at this time. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag, first week of October. Yes. Ooh, transformation. Like I said before, there are activations going on for everybody right now. The energy is just so right for it. Oh, that's way too many cards. Moment to moment. Yes, with Uranus and Taurus, that's something we all really need to stay on top of, that energy that changes. Knowing what pieces we have to work with. It's kind of like a chess game and knowing what works with what. Okay, there's a lot of cards here. So we've got success, trust, conditioning, rebirth, and source. These all kind of came out together. So what's the message here? Nothing is ever for naught. You need to trust the process of this rebirth because it's happening. We've got 2 lions here. So maybe there was some kind of an activation during Lion's Gate. We got Leo as one of the fire signs. This is very Leo-ridden energy. We've got several cats. Cool. What else wants to come out? If you're into starseed stuff, maybe you had some kind of like Lyran activation, or maybe you have that in your star chart. I don't do that stuff, but I think it's pretty cool. I would like to have that done someday. The dream. This is, we come in this world alone and we die alone, so don't be thinking someone else is going to save you. That's a big part of understanding this transformation. But it's also where we learn to be, we need human nature. We need human interaction by nature. I mean, it's just what we do. As human beings, we need that kind of thing. But nobody's going to do the work for you. You got to do that yourself. But it doesn't mean that you can't have a support system. Oh, this came up in the other reading too. I shuffled these cards even before I got on camera. So, past lives. This could be an activation, integration, karma releasing. Saturn is the planet of karma and it just went direct. Which is cool. Seeing beyond the illusion. What do we have on the top? celebration. We need to dance in the rain. Like I said, nothing is for naught. Trust this rebirth process. It can get kind of hairy, so be sure to stay on top of your thoughts, on top of your mind. Stay grounded. Know the pieces that you have at play. I remember before I said something about slowing down. Be patient. Something is gestating. This is also another indication of rebirth because she's pregnant. Maybe somebody's getting pregnant. We have stress. And our new card on the bottom is change. You know, when you put stress on something, it causes a change. So maybe with this slowing down, you can realize where you maybe have been putting too much stress on yourself. Be patient. Letting go of things that aren't necessarily helping you with this transformation that's going on. There is so much energy shifting. It's really hard to even begin because it changes so much every day. So just don't take things for what they appear to be. Go beneath the surface a little bit. I'm thinking warrior here for some reason. Like I see the sword in the past lives, and we had a lot of cat energy, and that's like courage and protection and all of that. When I think of Aries, I think of the warrior. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but we said that we were going to do something. So here we are doing it. And it is a time to celebrate, learning how to celebrate the moments that weren't so great, realizing that is just part of the process. And the sooner we learn to let that go and to not have like this destination addiction, like, oh, when I get here, then it'll be better. If I have this, then things will be better. No, you just keep thinking that, and you won't have the wheel that you want to be on, pretty much. So let's get an animal oracle for Aries for further clarification. There's also violet fire in this transformation card. I guess I never really paid attention to that before. And that's really popping out to me. It's just funny because the possum, I had a dream of a possum bit me in the hand. Okay, so it says strategy, have a backup plan. Dove, serenity, slow down, pause, and breathe. So this really ties into what I was talking about when I said it's kind of like a chess game, and the more you know where your pieces are and you know how to use them, it's not necessarily about having a bunch of pieces. You would have 5 pieces and really know how to use them, rather than someone that would have like 20 pieces and they just end up more like this guy rather than this lady right here. Being patient, knowing where her pieces are, trusting the process. When you slow down and you can take into account the pieces that you do have to play with, you just have a plan. Then you have another plan if that plan fails, if this plan fails. You just live in the moment and don't let it get you down. You just got to keep going. But slow and steady wins the race. Not like, I got to get there, and then just not appreciate your life. Leos. What card? Wow. What do we have for Leo? Surrender. Let go of control. I think I said this in another video, but when you let go of control, ultimately you end up getting it back. We let go of the reason, or when we find the reasons why we feel like we need to control things, everything changes. Everything. It's usually some form of trauma that happened in childhood or a past life that makes you feel like you have to be in control. Also, being playful is really important for not being so serious about things. But Leos know all about playing. Let go of what you can't control and just focus on what you can and make the best of the situation. Sag. What do we have for Sag, Spirit? First week of October. Fertility, your creativity is at its peak. And I mentioned something about pregnancy earlier. There was like quite a few cards indicating that. Oh yeah, rebirth, patience, birth, the children. Okay. If you have some kind of project that you want to put into motion, Jupiter is still in your sign for the next few months. So maybe this is kind of like that light bulb moment where it gets super bright and then you can really finish off strongly with whatever you are trying to accomplish here. Okay, what's on the bottom? Pelican, forgiveness. Let go of your judgments. That can go for everybody all the time. We don't realize how much we judge other people on a daily basis. And when you start to realize how much you do it and then you stop and let's say you go and hang out with other people again and you're just like, geez, like how can you just sit around and criticize other people for just being other people? I don't know. When you start viewing other people as like different versions of what you could have been or what you could be, you tend to be a little bit nicer and a little more understanding as to where people are coming from. So maybe that has something to do with seeing beyond the illusion of what first is appearing. Anyway, best of luck to you. I hope you have a great week. This is the reading for fire signs.